Now it's time for Lefties Losing It, and I regret to inform you that the French women are at it again. This lot love nothing more than taking off their tops to protest, well, anything. This time a bunch of white French women are protesting racism and the far right by baring their breasts and mopping. I'm not sure that protest is working the way they imagined. Now, Pride Month is finally over, and what a month it was. Let's look at some of the highlights, starting in Toronto, where these lefties were losing it at what was apparently a family-friendly Pride event. Remember the good old days when first world cities had public indecency laws? I miss those days. Yes, some dude in a Bugs Bunny mask dangling his doodle in a pride rally. Not sure what pride there is in that or this. And in San Francisco, where anything goes nowadays, we had several school districts take young kids along to Pride rallies. And this one, look at this clip. You can clearly see a completely naked man in the front row watching kids march. And staying in San Francisco, there was plenty more depravity and lefties losing it. And if you're wondering why police didn't intervene, well, listen to what these officers had to say.
And there's kids, wandering around the event. I'm not sure on San Francisco's laws or California's laws. Is it legal for nudity to be presented in front of kids?
Nudity is legal, yeah, within certain boundaries.
But what are the boundaries? Do you know?
Coupled with a lewd act. Yeah, anything coupled with a lewd act or anything being done for sexual gratification that involves other people. Basically.
Okay, but this event wouldn't be considered for sexual gratification.
No, if they're walking around and it's out, that's right. That'd be different than if they're masturbating.
So it's fine as long as they're not masturbating, if they're parading around, dancing suggestively in front of kids naked, that's okay in San Francisco. But it's not just San Fran. Let's go to that other lefty heartland, New York City, and see how Pride celebrations went there. You know what? There are a growing number of gay people, men and women, disowning this whole movement or calling out the victimhood mentality, including this young woman.
I recently got asked the question of, do I think that there will ever be true equality between gays and straights? When I say that, I stop dead in my tracks because I have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. And I'm not even gaslighting them. I don't know what you're talking about. I feel truly equal to my straight counterparts, okay? I can do every single thing a straight person can do. I can get married, I can adopt kids, I can buy a house, I can buy a car, I can have a job. Is there something I'm missing? Because last I checked, I'm not being thrown off a rooftop for being gay. Not in this country. We are equal, babe. You have all your rights. Being misgendered has nothing to do with rights. It has to do with entitlement and narcissism. Okay? We have the same rights as straight people.
Now to the woman who could be president if they manage to invoke the 25th Amendment, but they won't because she's even less electable than the decrepit puppet currently in the job. Here is Kamala Harris turning up the cringe to atomic levels.
No, Taraji. Now, you know I wouldn't do that, especially not to a fellow bison. The real HU? You know. So what's on your mind?
Oh, Madam VP Harris, I'm worried about the election. Women's reproductive rights are on the line. Our Supreme Court is on the line. Our basic freedoms are being tested, Madam VP. I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji. There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom and equality. But these extremists, as they say, they're not like us.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here on these streets. What the hell was that? And did the Veep just call half the country, indeed more than half according to recent polls, extremists? Did she call half the country extremists? You know, we mock lefties losing it, but sometimes they're just downright evil. And wasn't it nice to see one of Kamala's lies called out on X after she posted Donald Trump would ban abortion nationwide? Tweeps pointed out that information from the likes of CNN, BBC, the Associated Press, the New York Times, to name just a few, show that Kamala was lying.